Libra, you are up for the September money energy reading. As I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than ever could. Now that I said all of that, first of all, congratulations on those of you starting a new job. If you haven't started it already, it is a strong possibility that you will start a job in September or very close to like October. I don't see it being any later than October. I feel like it's going to happen in September. So, lots of cards came out. Let's go through these. And I'm just going to pick in different places. One of the cards that came out is changes. So there are changes happening in your life. If you notice, this is a butterfly, transformation. Something is coming to an end. One of the cards that came out too is resign or retire. Some people, you might have to resign. And maybe they're having a layoff or something like that. Who knows? But don't worry about it. And for those people that a layoff, oh my God, don't worry about it. If you know that you work for a company that's stable, solid, and everything else, and is cash flow positive, and they're not in a bunch of debt, and they're not downsizing, obviously this isn't going to apply to you. This is just saying, whoever this is resonating with, when this happens, don't worry about it. The reason you're not going to worry about it is because another card that came out is job offer. Now, to be completely transparent, this card came out later when I was doing the reading and setting everything up. This card came out later. This card came out first, before the job offer, which is entry level. So I already knew there was a job on the table anyway. It just so happens that this came out and confirmed it. So it will be an entry level job. I honestly feel, and this was the first card to come out of all the cards, I honestly feel the reason you're taking this job, or the reason you took the job, was because of insurance. Some of you need medical insurance. So it may not be exactly the job that you want, but you felt like, okay, I need insurance. I'll give this a try. Let me see what happens. For some of you, I feel like, I don't know why, I just heard cybersecurity in my head. I'll explain in a minute. But for some of you, this cryptocurrency card, you might be thinking about getting into cryptocurrency. For others of you, you might be working for a company that deals with cryptocurrency. Maybe it's an investment firm or something like that deals with many different types of cryptocurrency investments. Maybe it's like an app or something. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The reason I was talking about cybersecurity is because the shopping card came out, but when I was holding the cryptocurrency card and I had glanced at the shopping card, something said in my mind, cybersecurity. And with the shopping, that might be what is going on with the cybersecurity, making sure that people's transactions are not hacked, or their information or things like that. Now, the other side of this, because it is near the cryptocurrency, some of you might receive some good news involving cryptocurrency, where you are doing better than most in that type of investing field. And that might even be why you have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to getting another job, where it's like, oh, if you lost your job, it's like, well, I have my cryptocurrency. I can live off of that a little bit until I get another one. But if you do lose your job, I don't feel it's going to be a long period of time. I really don't. So, but I do feel that some companies will be downsizing. This was already mentioned before, because Jupiter goes retrograde just as Venus goes direct. Go figure. So when Jupiter is going retrograde, things are shrinking, is what they're doing. Companies can be shrinking during that period. And Jupiter will be retrograde from, I think it's like September the 5th up until either late December or early January, is one of the two. So yeah, I mean, you can look it up online. Now, for this new job, they will require a background check. They will require a background check. So keep that in mind too. I don't foresee that being an issue, because, I mean, you're going to get, the job offer is here. So I don't see a background check being an issue. Now, something just said to me, for some of you, that could also be the job. Because I know certain companies do that where they'll farm out background checks to like a third-party company. Some of you could be dealing with something like that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now for the clarification with the oracle cards. One is the Sacred Lotus. I have to turn it that way because of the lighting. The Sacred Lotus, where this is the lotus is known to bloom in the most horrible situations. But this card is saying that being compassionate during your, I don't like the word turmoil because that has too much of a negative connotation to it during this reading. Let's just say during the transformation. There we go. That works. During the transformation, compassion will play a huge role, meaning how you treat others while you're going through your transformation. Because usually if somebody's going through a transformation, they might be a little bit more emotional during that period. Maybe they're quicker to snap at people or something like that. But if you show compassion to people during your transformation, I feel that will bring good karma back to you. Another card is Jude's Song. Jude's Song. And with this particular card, it is saying that you can find happiness in the strangest places. I really feel this entry-level job is not something that you've done before. I feel like you're going from banking to working in a restaurant. And not saying that literally, but it just is going to be that type of thing where it's like you were doing one thing and now you're doing something totally different. But I really feel there will be a lot of happiness there. Also, here is another confirmation that you will more than likely get the job. A yes. There will be something that you hear yes about. When this card comes out, it's basically saying you can jump for joy because you're receiving a yes that is tied to good news. All right. So Libra, that is your message for September. Until next time, be blessed.